Alright boys, we are back, and it's time to continue the offseason with our Arizona Coyotes. After another playoff upset, I suppose, we've gotten to that point now where we are a playoff team and we want to get past the first round. We're 1 in like 12 in our last 3 years in the playoffs, so we have to improve our team here. We are a regular season team, but we're not a playoff team. So I was asking you guys in the last video, what trade should we make? A lot of people for a while now suggesting that Mikhail Bodker should be on his way out just because, he's playing alongside of Nail Yakupov and Anze Kopitar the entire year, and he barely puts up 50 points a season, and he was a no-show in the playoffs as well. So I agree we should try to unload Mikhail Bodker here, and for the most part, everyone agreed that Tyler Toffoli would be a pretty good substitution for him. Not because of the passing rating. Offensive awareness is not bad. Defensive awareness is alright. But it's that shooting category. He's got a slap shot 92-90 and a wrist shot 87-88. When you compare that to, hang on a second, we compare it to like a Michael Bodker. See what I mean? Like 85-88, 87-87. Like Toffoli's shot is much better, and that could help out Kopitar and Yakupov getting a few more points, right? His slap shot alone. So I'm hoping that will make it better. What's his passing? 87 compared to 87. Their passing are the same, and Tyler Toffoli's offensive awareness is slightly higher as well, all right? So Mikhail Bodker, 8th overall pick by Phoenix, Arizona in 2008. He's been a lifelong Coyote, but I think it's time to try and ship him off, all right? So Tyler Toffoli. Now, is there anybody else on this team? Because I was looking at our roster, and I could use another, like, third or fourth line center that is very good at penalty killing. I could use that, so I don't really think. Trevor Lewis, I wouldn't say he's got... Actually, Lewis got decent stats. What's his? He's a -18. Two-way forward. I'm just looking for defenders. Nah, you know what? Nah. If he was a grinder or a power forward, I would do it, but 1 year left, 2.1. You know what? That's actually not that bad of an idea. Hang on 1 second here, boys. Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. Alright, so Trevor Lewis. No, I'm not going to go after Trevor Lewis. Let's just see what our team... Because we have a lot of young players in the minors. We might be able to find some third and fourth liners out of that. So let's just try to get Tyler Toffoli. Now, they don't want to give him up, but they do want Bodker. I don't think that would go through the way it is. So let's just see if I can find anybody here. I can throw away some of these younger players that I'm not going to sign. Like these guys right here. So I'll get rid of this guy. I'll get rid of Emery. Let's see if that'll go through. So Bodker, Afinasenkov, and Emery for Tyler Toffoli. Will it go through? Yes, it did. On behalf of the Los Angeles Kings organization, I accept your trade offer. We'll see you out on the ice. All right, so there is Mikhail Bodker. He is on the LA Kings now. And now we have Tyler Toffoli. All right, so that's looking pretty good. I like that. Tyler Toffoli. All right, so now there's one more trade I was thinking of making. I already went on the trade block to find this guy. His trade value shouldn't be that high up, but I was looking for a dedicated fourth liner. Zach Smith, 83 overall, 30 years old, 1 year left at $3.1 million. The reason I want to get this guy is because look at his defensive and physical categories. 3.5 star each. He's a good body checker, and his defensive awareness, 87. Shot blocking, 87. Stick checking, 86. Face-offs is 83. And you know what, you guys, I saw some comments saying I should get my team a little bit tougher down there in the bottom 6 so that when the playoffs come around, maybe he can be a better penalty killer. I don't know. So his stats last year, -10, 55. Yeah, -2. But I don't have like a dedicated penalty killer. I mean, McMillan and Chipchura, yeah, but they're like 80, 81. Zach Smith is a little bit of an upgrade. So, you know what, let me see if this is available for us. I have so many prospects on this team. I think we can trade away one of them. Kemper, Gugovaz. You know what? They want Darcy Kemper. I would just go with, yeah, you know what? I could trade away Kemper for this guy. There you go. All right, so Darcy Kemper we're going to send over to the New York Rangers. They might be losing Lundqvist soon. They could use a backup. The reason I'm going to do that is because I got Byzantine, and it looks like Gugovaz is going to jump up to at least an 81, 82. So I want to play him in the NHL this year, which means that I got to pick Kemper or Byzantine, and I think I'm going to go with Byzantine. All right, because he's got 4 years left at 1.6. Kemper's got 1 year left. I'm going to have to pay him real money after this year, and I can just trade him. Yeah, okay. So Kemper, thank you for your time here. You played great for us. But you know what? Sometimes things don't go the way you want them to. You got to make some changes. All right, let's just see if there's anything else available here that I can maybe pick up. JT Miller. Let's see this guy. Ooh, he's got good defensive awareness as well. Decent body checking, 4-star, 4-star. Offensive awareness, yeah, it wouldn't be a bad idea, but I already have, I already have centers. I could use wingers. Nah, you know what? He's the same thing as the Zach Smith. I don't need a third-line center. I have plenty of third-line centers. No, you know what? That's about it. Let's try to maybe get a draft pick in this as well. Oh, all the way up here. All right, so Darcy Kemper for Zach Smith and a second. I'll try to put in a third in there as well. All right, so Darcy Kemper, Zach Smith, a second and a third. Will it go through? No. All right, how about Zach Smith and a second for Darcy Kemper? Will it go through? Nope. All right, so let me try to add some of those draft picks back that I'm not going to use. DeVry, I'm going to use this. Howes, Brewer, Richard. I really don't think I'm going to use these guys with 3.5 red star potential. Let's see what their overalls are. Bobby Brewer, sniper, drafted in the fourth round. No, I don't need him. There you go. Get rid of that guy. And also the other guy with like 3.5 red star potential. Where is he? Howes. Put him up there. Who is this? Ah, are you kidding me? Jesus. Press B too much, boys. Sorry about that. Hang on one second. New York Rangers. There you go. Zach Smith. All right. Kemper. Where are you, Kemper? There's Kemper, and then those two guys, Howes and the other guy. Oh, man. Howes and Brewer, right? Yes, Brewer. All right, now let me take a look at this Howes guy. Where did I draft him? He's a French player, power forward, drafted in the 5th round. Now I'm okay. I can get rid of him as well. All right, so we're going to give up Howes and Brewer for Zach Smith and that 2nd round pick. Will it go through? No, still not. All right. Who else could we give up for this? I want to try and snag up that 2nd rounder. That wouldn't be a bad idea. McMillan, Chipchura, see what I mean about these two guys? 79 overall. I could use an increase for my depth. Not trading any way of those guys. D'Amigo. I could use him for some depth. Korostelov, Smith. Sprong, Toffoli. No, don't want to trade away any of those guys. And then defenseman. You know, I don't even think I need this Hetherington guy. 77, 23 years old. He's not getting too much better. I already have defensive defenseman in Connor Murphy, though. No, you know what? Yeah, I'll give up Hetherington. There you go. I already have Connor Murphy, and I have, what's his name? Pilon coming up, so I have to get rid of one defenseman anyways. It's because Murphy and Stone's been put down to bottom 6, right? So you know what? Hetherington, 23 years old. Yeah, I'll get rid of him. All right, Hetherington, Brewer, Howes, Kemper for Zach Smith in a second. Will it go through? There you go. We believe this transaction will contribute to our success. So, made a few trades right there. Now we can go into free agency. There are some players or some people saying I should sign Christopher Stieg. I'm not going to do that. I know he's listed as a 2nd liner, but we already have Riley Smith, and I know he's maybe dropped to a 3rd liner, but we have our younger players that can come up and get that chance, like Matthew Barzell. I'll play him on the wing first. I don't care. All right, so I'm not going to do anything like that. Let's just see. Defenseman. What I think I want to do is I want to sign some depth players. Yeah, you know what? There's really nobody. There's people to sign, but you know, I could have just signed like a Brian Boyle for some depth down the middle, but you know what? Whatever. You know what? Should I get Brian Boyle as well anyways? If I can get 2 of these guys, he could be a good penalty killer as well. No, you know what? No, I have too many now. Yeah, I have too many. He's 33 years old. What's his name? Zach Smith is 30. No, you know what? We're okay. I think we're okay for players. Let me just sign some depth players here, okay? We'll bring back Shepard. We had him before. He wants a one-way deal. That's fine by me. I'll give him a 1 year, $1 million. There you go. I have 14 million, so we're fine. You know what? I'll get 2 guys on each. You know what? Should I get... No, we can bring up our rookies this year. I just need a set of them. 1 for each position. Nick Zajac. There you go. We'll sign this guy. Why not? Yep. 3 years. Oh, I got to sign him to a rookie deal? No, thank you. Bourneval. Let's see. Oh, you know what? That Garbett guy. Oh, you know what? Bourneval had pretty decent defensive awareness. Yeah, I'll grab Michael Bourneval. All right, so 2-way for 1 year. Oh, hang on a second. He must have been a restricted free agent. There you go. Left wingers. I didn't sign him. Don't worry. It doesn't go through. Roussel. Yeah, I'll get this guy, Roussel. I traded. No, for fuck's sake. I got to look at the price. I don't think it was... I don't think it was $2 million there. All right, you know what? We'll go after this Garbett guy because he's like a grinder. There you go. Here's his stats quickly. Yeah, that's not a bad player. A little bit cash for this guy, but that's okay. All right, right wingers. Let's see. Eric Condra I'll bring back. We've seen what he can do. I'm fine with Eric Condra. There you go. 1 year, 1 mil. And then defenseman. We'll go with Keith Ollie here. Yeah, there you go. Keith Ollie. All right, very nice. So, we got... Do I need a goaltender as well? I just traded away. I have Google Vaz. Now we're fine for goaltender, so let's just go. All right. So, we made the trade for Tyler Toffoli. We picked up Zach Smith. Hopefully, that's going to help out our first line and going to help out our penalty kill. And what we need to do now is just wait for our younger players to get better and take roster spots on our team, because then we have trading assets. I feel a major trade coming eventually for this team. Not yet, but like a guy like Keith Yandel, Anze Kopitar, Hansel, when these guys start to become replaceable, then we're going to have major trading assets. But until that time, let's just focus on playing our young guns in those positions and try to make it back to the playoffs with like Barzal, Domi, Pierlini all on the team. All right, so let's skip this and get right to the beginning of preseason. All right, so we're up here at preseason. You guys didn't miss much, don't worry. So let's just get all the way up here to our very first game against the Anaheim Ducks. And now let's take a look at what kind of roster we can put out there. I wouldn't be opposed to still making another trade, but I really did want to wait until the jump, because I know we have so many rookies, and I'm sure a lot of them have made third or fourth liners now, right? So, ooh, look at that. Google Vaz is still only 80 overall. This guy could be a bust of a trade that we made. Man, he's 23 years old. When was he drafted? 11th overall by Los Angeles. When we traded for him, we were expecting a lot. He had a fantastic year last year in the AHL, 44-14-0. All right, so there's no point in playing him in the AHL again. We got to play him in the NHL. Hopefully he gets better. But that seems to be what I have here. Two goaltenders that I've been waiting for them to jump up, right? But Byzantine looks like he's sticking at 84. If Google Vaz doesn't get past 84, I think that's going to have to be a major decision that we have to make. But he's only 23 years old, so I'd still give him like at least another year. But man, I was thinking he was going to jump up. Maybe I should have held on to Kemper. Byzantine's got to be our goaltender this year. The good news about Byzantine is that during the regular season last year, he was our main goaltender. He played 48 games and he was able to do it, right? But damn, Google Vaz, that's a letdown right there. So goaltender. So I got Johansson and Makarov in the minors. Okay. Defenseman now. Ekman Larson, Yandel, Tyson Berry, Gormley, Stone, and Murphy. All right, so here's the thing. Pilon is ready to go. He's 80 overall, left-handed. Yeah, he needs to play in the NHL. Man, he's got a hard shot. Not accurate. He's got a hard shot. That's probably what's getting him up there. But still, I got to play him on the top six. So it looks like a guy like Connor Murphy is the odd man out. So Connor Murphy, you're going to get down. But I'm not going to trade Connor Murphy because he's probably got no trade value, and I can use him as a player for injuries. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, Stone, Pilon, and then 1, 2, yeah, all you guys. So in the minors now we have Murphy, Ollie, McEwen. We have McEwen now. We have Jesse Mills, who's 73, so we need him to get better still. All right, so McEwen and Jesse Mills getting better down there. One more year for them. Right winger Sprong is 79, which, no, I'm not going to play him on the NHL team. He might be listed as a third liner now, but it's a hard shot and skating category. He's got no physical, defensive awareness, senses, or puck skills, so there's no point in playing him in the NHL. Nope. You can have another year in the AHL. Korostelov, same thing. Pierlini, he's ready to go. If you look at his stats, oh yeah. See, this is what I mean about like a third or fourth liner penalty killer for me. This guy's turning out to be a dedicated third or fourth liner for me. Same thing. Oh, Domi, look at that. Domi's only 81 overall. All right, so we didn't get the jumps that we were hoping for out of these two guys. Maybe they are future third and fourth liners, and that's it. So Garbett, I'm going to send you down. I got right wingers. Who do I got to send down? Condra, I'm going to send you down. There you go. Pierlini, Domi, D'Amigo, Garbett. Bure is still 79, so he might be listed as a third liner, but there's no point in playing him on our NHL team. He belongs in the top six, so stay down in the AHL. Same thing with Clark. Stay down the AHL. Centers, Matthew Barzal, 81. The good thing about him is his offensive awareness is 87, so I think this guy can be a replacement for Riley Smith on the second line if he's not getting it done. All right, so Matthew Barzal, it's time to play him. Yep, it's time to play him. Samuelson, Hansel, Zach Smith, Soderberg, Teravainen. Oh, yeah, all these guys. So, Chipchura, McMillan, Shepard, you guys are going to go down. Teravainen, you're going to stay up. Barzal. And Dylan Strome, let's see. 80 overall. No, you know what? I think Dylan Strome could have one more year. Like, he could have a year as a first liner in the minors. He's got Red Star, so it's not going to change. And I don't see him on our team anywhere this year. Let him have 1 year as the first line center in the AHL like Barzal had. Because Barzal had a full year, and look at his stats. Oh, you know what? Maybe he wasn't the first line. I don't even know. No, but you know what? I think Strome should be down in the AHL just for this year. Soderberg, Smith, Samuelson. I think I can send down Soderberg for now. Let me just see what my team looks like. All right, so I know I have Soderberg down there. Best lines. Portland, best lines. Let's just see this. So, it goes Tyler Toffoli, Anze Kopitar, and Nail Yakupov. Nail Yakupov's now an 89 overall. All right, so he's jumping up. Look at that shooting category. He's 5-star. Passing is 90. All right, so now we have 2 5-star shooters. Yeah, Tyler Toffoli's got 93, 91, 88, 88. And Anze Kopitar, he's got 5-star in the shooting category as well. So we got 3 forwards with all 5-star shooting category on the first line. A playmaker and 2 snipers. Hopefully that first line just tears it up now. Now the second line, Hansel, Howla. Now I'm thinking we should leave Riley Smith there. Because, I mean, he's been getting it done in the past. I know he's only 83, but he's still got good offensive awareness, good passing, and a good shot. I mean, 4.5 star. Decent for a second liner, right? Now, where's Barzell? Barzell, 81. Just thinking, well, who should he play with? All right, so I got Zach Smith down here. Pierlini and Domi. Domi's only an 81 playmaker. Domi's got really good passing. Okay. So if I put Riley Smith down here, Domi over here. All right, Pierlini. We got a lot of players here. This is one of those good problems. Don't worry. All right, so I think Samuelson could be a dedicated fourth liner. I don't think he's getting. You know what? I think Samuelson could go actually. I know we've been holding on to this guy for a while, right? But realistically, he's more of a shooter than anything. He doesn't have a good offensive awareness. He doesn't have a good defensive awareness. He's not a good body checker. His puck skills is decent. He's a good skater, and he's got a hard shot. You know what? Samuelson, I think, is an odd man out here. Yeah. You know what? I think I got to make that move, Samuelson. You've been here for a while, I know, but I'm looking at the players that we have. I don't see where you fit in. So, Samuelson, I'll drop you down. And I'll bring up, let me bring up Soderberg for now. Samuelson, there you go. Because that's a good trade bait right there. Samuelson probably has some trade value to him. So, again, Toffoli, Kopitar, Yakupov, Howla, Hansel, Domi, Pierlini, Soderberg down here. Teravainen. I think Teravainen could be offensive awareness. You know what? Teravainen could be a third-line center still. There you go. And then, yeah, see, we have one too many players on this team. How about Howla? He might be the odd man out here. You know what? Howla's the odd man out. You know why? Because he's a playmaker, and his passing is only 82. Offensive awareness, 84. I don't know where... Like, he's just an overall good player. Like, he's got good stats everywhere. But as a playmaker, you know... No, you know what? I think we can replace Howla. Back-to-back 40-point seasons. No, you know what? Yeah. I'm going to bring Barzell up to that second line with Hansel and Pierlini. Domi with Teravainen and Smith. You know what? I'm going to put Riley Smith back on the second line, take advantage of that shot. Pierlini is I think he's going to be a dedicated third liner for us, unless those offensive categories get better, like passing and offensive awareness that are both in the 70s right now. But his defense and his body checking is good, so I don't mind playing him on the third line with Domi and Teravainen again. And then Zach Smith with Soderberg, and I'm going to have to trade Howla. All right? Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay. So, I think we still have some more trades to do, boys. So, I don't know if we're going to have the beginning of the regular season in this video. I don't think it makes too much sense to do it. Howla, there you go. So, I got to send Howla back down, which means I got to bring up... I could bring up Samuelson now, or I could get a more dedicated... You know what? I'd rather get a more dedicated third or fourth liner if I'm going to trade these guys away. So, hang on a second here. Howla, there you go. Bring him up. All right, so now we got Condra in there. So, let's go best lines again. Toffoli... Barzell, he's getting second line time with Hansel and Riley Smith. Pierlini with Domi and Teravainen. So playmaker, power forward, playmaker, third line. And then the fourth line, Zach Smith, Soderberg. And I think we can find either a left or right winger who's a third or fourth liner with a really good defensive category and trade away Howla and Samuelson, okay? So there's our offense right now, the way it looks. I'm thinking a third... Yeah, probably a third or fourth liner and play him right in the fourth line with a really good defensive awareness and body checking for penalty kills. Defense, Ekman, Larson, Yandel, Gormley, Barry, Pilon, and Stone. All right, I think our defensive core looks much better with Stone on the top six and Barry in there instead of Stone. All right, and now Pilon's getting the chance this year, so we got to play him. So this is what I mean. We're taking our team that made the playoffs last year. Now we're putting Pilon in there. Now we're putting Barzell in there. But we got to find roster spots for them. Power play I'm not going to worry about right now. We'll come back and do that later. Pilon. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm fine for defense then. And then goaltender, I think I'm fine for goalie. All right, so the way it looks right now is I think we can make the playoffs. I don't think that we're going to be that fantastic of a team compared to last year, but we are playing our younger players so that we're taking a step back so that next year we can take 3 steps forward. You know what I mean? So, but we still have a trading asset now, and we got to figure out what to do with it. I'm thinking 3rd or 4th liner that can help out more penalty killing wise, because look at Samuelsson. He's got some trade value. Let me just show you. Samuelsson. All right, Soderberg, I might as well hold on to. He can be a good 4th liner for us. Marner, Strome, hold on all these guys. And Howla. I mean, look at Howla's trade value. All right, Clark, Bure, Sprong, Korostelov. No, I need all these guys. Need all of them. All right, but look at that. We got 2 of these guys that we can trade away now and get some amazing trade value back for them. We can get a veteran goaltender, a 3rd goaltender, just in case Google Vaz doesn't shape up, right? We can get a 4th liner that is really good on the penalty kill, or I could simply try to find a team that I think would be a good bet for a 1st round pick and maybe get like a top 10 pick this year. You know what I mean? We can do multiple things. I can find like a 3rd or 4th liner and make that 1st round pick all in one deal. So you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do. We're not going to do it in this video. I still have some moves to make before, so we're not going to do any simulating in this video, but I want to show you guys something. Defense. Let me just jack this up. Has anybody got 5-star defensive category? No. They're all top-notch players. Let me just go to this, and then physical category. Let me jack up to 4-star. All right, so let's see if there's any players here. So Brooks Like, for example, I could just snag him. He's 35 years old. That wouldn't be a good bet. Dave Boland. Whoo, look at Dave Boland's stats. Defensive awareness, 88. Shot blocking, 88. Stick checking, 87. This guy would be a fantastic. Even just put him on the 3rd line, and then Tara Vinen could like get traded as well, right? This guy would be a fantastic penalty killer for us. Another center. All right, that wouldn't be a bad idea. He's got, what was it again? 1 year at 5 point. Yeah, that would work 1 year. So hang on, let me go back to, let me just take a look at Dave Boland here. Now, they don't want to give him up, right? But Florida, like if I'm trading away those assets, yeah, Florida wants to give up their 1st round pick this year, right? So, I mean, you might be able to do something like, hang on a second, Samuelsson and Howla. You might be able to make that go through with something else. I know that, don't look at the trade value for the 1st round pick there. It's actually the 1st round pick right there. It's slightly less. It's not that high up of a trade value, right? So I'd add in those 2 guys, and then I could add in a few more if I need to. Or like add in one of these, or add in a 3rd to make it go through. I think that would be a solid trade, because Dave Boland's, it wouldn't be a horrible idea to play him on the 3rd or 4th line for 1 year. He's 32 years old, right? Now, his trade value is a little bit high up, but I mean, what else are we going to go for? I don't want to get another superstar. Do you just want to get draft picks? I want to get that 3rd or 4th liner. I think this could be a good trade. What kind of goaltenders do they have as well? And I could pick up Al Montoya, an 81 overall goaltender, just to make sure, right? So there's plenty of things that we can do. I don't want to go too much into this. If you guys have another player that could be, let me just take this. I'll go right there. Another penalty killer. No search results. What? How's that not? How's that? Oh, other forward. Annie. There you go. I was going to say, how's that possible? There you go. And there's a bunch more players, all right? But with, what's his name? With Boland, it was a top-notch player. So, I don't know. We got to decide. So, let me know, boys. There's a few players there that we can maybe make a trade for. Just go nuts in the comments. But Eric Howla and Samuelsson, definitely trade bait for this year. What should we use them for? Because I want to trade them before we start the season simulation. So, let me know, boys. And in the next video, we will start up year number 5.